Today I'm here to share a story with you called The Cracked Pot. There was once a woman who worked for a merchant whose house was on top of a hill. Now, every day, to be able to complete her chores around the house, the woman had to go downhill and fill in 2 pots of water from a stream that was there. Now, over time, one of the pots that she would carry developed a tiny crack in it. Yet, despite noticing the fact that there was a crack, the woman continued to use that particular pot. Um, she would tie these 2 pots at the ends of a wooden pole, which she would balance on her shoulders and carry the water back up to the house. Um, Obviously, the pot that had no cracks in it would stay full by the time she got to the house. However, the cracked pot would be leaking water and would only be half full by the time she got back up to the house. Um, this cracked pot started becoming really unhappy and sad and started feeling that it wasn't able to fulfill the requirement that it was meant to. It was not able to do what it was supposed to, and that it was defective and, it was flawed. After a while, the pot finally said to the woman, "I'm really sorry. I am this useless, and that I'm not able to carry an entire pot full of water." The woman, was sad for the pot, but she looked at him and said, "Have you noticed the path that we travel?" And the pot said, "No." So she said, "The next time we're coming back up, I'd like for you to look at the path that we take to get back home." The pot looked carefully and saw that on its side of the path there were beautiful flowers right up to the house, while on the side of the pot that stayed full because it had no cracks, that path was completely dry. And so it finally understood that, what it saw as flaws in itself was actually an advantage, which the woman told him that I knew about your flaws all along. I knew about the crack all along. However, to me, that wasn't a flaw. I used it and therefore was able to allow and ensure that these beautiful flowers grew along the path that we take back to the house every day. Isn't that how we see ourselves as well? One, we fall into this constant mode of comparison. Second, um, we notice the flaws, not realizing, or what we think are flaws, by the way, not realizing that they could be things that are actually working to our advantage. We could be fulfilling a mission that we have absolutely no idea about. So I think next time, let's look at um, what is it that we bring to the table rather than obsessing over what we don't, because each one of us is unique and adds value and adds character to the place, to the organization, to the house, to the family. And it's high time we realize that. What do you think?